It's too exciting today, man.
All right, so at the top right, currently trailing 0-1 in this series. Member of the team OGS, he is.
OGS 탑.
This time he is at the top of the map. He is, man. I'm just making a statement. What are you making that smirk about? He's at the top of the map. Top right.
All right, and his opponent, our Red Zerg, is...
I am 로시라.
A lot of people here taking, see those there? The Pepsi things, the things that Starcraft fans bang together. They are taking them and banging them together. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I just saw, I was looking at the screen and
a dead queen and a marine walking away.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
Yeah. All right, so completely cross spawns here.
Yep.
It's a massive map. I don't think we're going to see as much harass-based play coming in from top as last game.
No, I don't think so either.
Especially after it just did not work at all last time.
Well,
so, whoa.
Top.
I like
What
this.
did I say, man? I wouldn't put it past him to 14cc, 15cc on a map like this. I was actually thinking about that when we gamed it. Whoa! 14cc into gas. No barracks. He is so banking on Lysira going hatch first.
Well, it paid off.
It did. But Lysira is going to see this with this
Well, he's not going to
drone.
see the gas.
Right.
Because he can't get through that wall there.
He's like trying to right click on the SCV, but it's just, he's like, I guess that does make a full wall up.
Well, the SCV could always come to the left, like that.
Yep.
Chasing off this drone. Yep.
In StarCraft 1, you see Command Center first versus Protoss, and the probe gets there, and the Terran's just like, oh. And he's actually going to have to try to halt that. There he goes. Gets it around to the other side. A lot of micro that goes into building structures sometimes in this matchup.
How many SCVs does it take to build a structure?
A lot, man.
Actually repairing that.
Barracks does finish as the hatchery finishes. Is he going to make a factory immediately? It looks like it. The cool thing about this is that if you get a fast factory after this, if your opponent goes for Baneling aggression, just Ling Baneling aggression off of 2 base, and you have enough Hellions out, with good micro, you can really slow that type of push down. Whereas if you have pure Marine, it gets a lot scarier.
Yeah.
So I think that's what his idea is behind getting that very fast factory. Our observer just showed you guys that Lysira doesn't really know what else is going on behind the command center. It could be, you know, a total of 4 barracks. It could be even 5 or 6 barracks coming out, and then he's just going to do rallying Marine type of SC FOU pressure. There are a lot of different things that could be happening. Lysira doesn't know yet, so he's going to play safe. He's got his speed on the way.
Yeah, well, he does have 2 queens at both his bases. Tending to saturate his bases first rather than getting more expansions, which is a lot safer.
Yeah.
Especially on this map, because you have to kill the rocks first.
Exactly. This is the latter edition of Tal'Darim. Drone comes out here, wants to see if the command center has been moved, wants to see what kind of composition he can find. Unfortunately for him, only sees 1 Marine. But that is somewhat telling. Because you see only with the 1 Marine, it either means he's faking you out or he actually just has been teching behind it.
But at the same time, just so many drones in production now for this series. Nothing's stopping him.
Nothing is stopping him. Hellions on the way. He's going to go into reactor Hellions behind this. And he's added additional barracks.
He needs to chase off this drone, though.
Yeah, it's something he absolutely wants to do. He's scared of lowering the depot, though, because he doesn't know what's behind that wall. Behind depot number 3 could be 20 Zerglings or 1 free drone
there we go.
kill.
He's come out. He's going to give away the fact that he does have those Hellions.
Yep. Spine already started by Lysira. Oh, sneeze there.
Second Spine going down to cover all the ways that those Hellions can come in, but it looks like he's actually stopped on 4 Hellions. Going straight into stem.
Yep. Getting that stem up very, very quickly. Adding 2 more reactors. Going to be going very heavy tank Marine behind this, it looks like. And 5 Hellions moving out. Like I was saying, if you go Hellions behind this, if your opponent gets Baneling aggressive, you just kind of shut that down. He's just going to control the towers with these Hellions. I don't think he's even going to go up the ramp or even try to, because he knows that Lysira has prepared, and he doesn't really care. He's just going to control the map.
Yep. He's can control all the watchtowers, deny Lysira's scouting this entire time.
Just gonna go over here, see if he can find some creep tumors. As soon as he sees the spines. Yep, there he goes, and that's it. That's all he needs. He sees the spines. He's like, I'm not gonna go up there. I'm not even gonna try it. Gonna go and check for the third base. Gonna also check if the rocks have even been touched. They have not.
Well, the benefit of staying on 2 bases here for Lysira is he doesn't have to deal with those Hellions harassing his third. So, Spire going down as well. He's got quite a bit of gas banked up. Looking very similar to the last game.
Which is true. That's a pretty quick burrow as well. And usually when you get that burrow, it's just for the banelings. You can also save drones from harassment if you can burrow them as well. There are, a few uses of burrow. But the majority of the burrow usage is going to be on banelings. He's going to use Mulus to bait the Marines in, most likely. He could just catch Top with his pants down and kill a bunch of units without baiting him. That happens sometimes too. It's a great usage of the beautiful baneling that Blizzard has given us. People are finally starting to use it as it has been intended. Two drops coming out here. The Spire isn't done. He's actually going to probably use these Hellions to fall behind. What he's going to do is he's going to drop behind these mineral lines, use the Hellions to help clean up speedlings that surround the Marines as they drop. I like this move. And he's actually going to drop here, and there aren't that many speedlings out. The speedlings were at the rocks.
We do have 9 mutas in production though.
Yeah, but with this many Marines, I don't know.
Moving the Spine Crawl, he's actually targeting down the Spire.
Smart move.
There's nothing he can do about that either. That Spire is going down. Might even get the Spine Crawlers as well. He does stim again. There we go. Queen's coming forward. He needs to defend these.
The Hellions coming in here as well.
Oh, they're getting stuck.
And he's actually killing the Banelings with the Hellions. Targets down the Banelings. The Marines gonna do a lot of damage to these Mutas. The Mutas don't even want to engage these Marines. These Marines doing a ton of damage to Lysira right now.
Here we go. Queen's coming in yet again. It's just stimming these Marines so much. There, here we go. The Ling's finally coming in to clean it up. But so much damage done then.
Yeah, absolutely. Great drop by Top. Even using those Hellions to help out as well. Top taking a slight supply lead here, has made a 3rd command center. He's made it so that he knows how many mutas there are. There aren't going to be any mutas for a while, except the ones that he's already seen, so he doesn't have to overcommit. He's just making a few turrets here and there.
Yep.
Make a total of 4 of those. And now he can get aggressive with a nice little timing after the first mutas come in, and he deals with those. He can probably attack as he takes his 3rd base, knowing that there won't be a critical number of mutas to come into his base. Look at this, turrets up just in time.
Quite a bit of damage to that 1 muta as well. The Spire's back in production, Baneling speed as well. But like you were saying, Top can just safely expand after this.
Yeah, he's already got the command center for it too. +1 weapons coming out for Top. Right now, Lysira doing a good job of getting evolution chambers up. He's going to start his upgrades pretty shortly as well. 3rd base has been taken. SCV wanted to see it, didn't quite get the chance. These Banelings are going to go and burrow around the map. They look so mischievous, those Banelings. They just waddle through the map. They're like, oh, gotta watch out. The Banelings are out. They're like a little gang. They're going to like drive by and hit your mailbox with a bat.
Or they can just burrow and blow up on you when you don't least expect it.
Yeah, they could be inside your mailbox. You open your mailbox, there's a Baneling inside. I just wanted to see if my subscription came in. I didn't want to die.
There we go. I like the positioning here for the series, splitting them up.
Yeah, doing a great job of that. The Mutas, even though they're in a small number, have been doing a good job of harassing as well, hitting depots.
He actually has a burrowed Zergling there as well.
Yeah, he did that last game as well. Really showing us all the different things you can do with Burrow. Mutas forcing a stim. Does lose 1, but that's okay.
He's going to notice very shortly, though. He's actually stimmed those Marines.
Yeah, he's forced a lot of stims. Top not reacting very well to this.
Yeah.
It's just 1 small group of Mutas. It's already done so much damage, and he's going to try to land this command center. It's not going to work.
Nope.
And the Mutas are going to harass it. Imagine if that were a Baneling right now.
Well,
and he still hasn't quite figured out why that command center hasn't landed yet.
Yeah, becoming more popular, though, is hiding Banelings in the mineral line to expansions, which is amazing to see when it goes
Yes,
down.
it is.
There we go. He does finally get a chance to land that command center. Mutas are now on the way, yet again for Lysira, but he is still trailing by about 10 supports. +1 attack for the Mutas on the way as well. Lysira has his 3rd base up and running, but oh!
Banelings were spotted.
Yeah. Scan's going down the entire way down.
If this scan doesn't kill these banelings,
Oh, he's getting away.
not entirely sure. I guess he scanned again just because there was a possibility of more being there, but that seemed like a preemptive scan. +1 vehicle weapons on the way for top. And he's got a pretty sizable army. Lysira cannot deal with this easily, but he does have a good amount of creep spread. It's going to make it much easier for him. He does have Baneling speed. He doesn't have any upgrades on his Banelings, though. Whereas top has +1 weapons for those Marines.
Oh,
Muta's going to catch some tanks. This is what you do with Mutas. This is a great job. Nicely done by
And
Lysira.
a dropship.
That's how you do it. Cutting off reinforcements is the way.
Because he's getting very close to that cliff near the natural.
It's a great way to use your Mutalists when you know that you don't have enough Mutas to fight the Marines. You just avoid them, clean up reinforcements.
Looks like he's actually going to try and catch reinforcements here with these Zerglings as well. Recapture the watchtowers, and here we go. The sieging onto this cliff. So frustrating to deal with. Oh, nice. Does get that, and actually going to get a tank. Here we go. So Lysira in a tough spot here. It's very difficult to deal with the tanks on the bottom of that cliff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many Banelings he has. He actually has 29 Banelings.
Yeah, he has a lot of them, but
We do have Lings in the third base here for top now as well, though.
and some Marines simming over to help deal with those.
Whoa, Banelings just completely bypassing all these units.
And they're gonna.
Oh,
Well,
don't
he's like-
blow up on the tank!
He was like, "Do I go for the tank or not? I'm not really sure."
Well,
Oh,
at the same
nice.
time, he's lost a lot of mutas down here near the bottom of the cliff.
He wants to save this lair. The Banelings could flank, but there are so many tanks. I don't think he should do it.
No.
He's going to do it anyways. He
Oh,
doesn't
he
care
did.
what Wolf says.
He's got a lot of units coming in. There's just whoa.
That
Too bad.
yeah,
Too much of a concave right there.
That actually went like the worst possible way.
Yeah. Like he did lead with the Zerglings, which is what he needed to do. There's not enough Zerglings to survive it. Looks like he's going to go back in.
Target
pick
down
up
these
his
tanks.
There we go.
Nice.
A lot of these Marines are on low health. He might just want to go for it. Forces another stim. There is no medivac anywhere close. All those Marines are just going to drop instantly. There's a Thor coming across the map now as well.
He's
There's
fallen
reinforcements
behind in
everywhere.
supply a little bit.
There we go, though. Cleaning up the rest of those Marines. Those
this
tanks
is starting to look really good for Lysira.
until the reinforcements come in.
Even so, though, he's got a lot of Zerglings. He may just go for it now,
He
and I
is.
think this is a great choice. Targeting down the tanks with his Mutas. Got to avoid that Thor, though. Ah, the Thor does get 5 kills.
But interestingly enough, this entire time, Lysira is still in the supply lead.
Yep, he has taken that base down in the middle of the map.
Here we go, chasing down Marines in the middle of the map as well. He's always going to catch the Thor as well.
Uh-oh.
Mutas on top of the Marines!
The Mutas were not... Ah.
Gets one Thor. Might be able to take out the rest of these Marines. Barely takes them
Just
out.
barely. That was some
Whoa.
July Zerg stuff right there, man. That's what we were talking about earlier with Lysira, is he's got that July Zerg in him where he just goes for it. It's
now
like
he's going
Polk
for a
stimming the
counterattack.
Marauders and just running on top of Steve's tanks, stuff like that. Players just do that sometimes, and they have that game sense of like, all right, now I'm going now, and it works.
Like right now when there's nothing to defend that third base.
Exactly. The Lings are in the base.
Oh, there's a couple of Marines there now.
And, well, this is actually really cool. Well, you guys didn't get a shot of it, but Lysira actually ran some Zerglings around in the mineral line of top, and just he actually didn't attack, he just used move command and ran them around, and tank killed a few SCVs for him.
Of course, we do have another drop coming down here to the 6 o'clock base that Lysira just recently took. Lysira's constantly taking these watchtowers back from top.
Yeah, doing a great job of that. Top starting to get pretty low on minerals at his natural, and even at that third base, minerals are starting to get a little low. Lysira has taken another base. Might take another
drop.
Oh,
Gotta be careful though, as Muta's coming to the main. There's no one in. The bunkers does take out those tanks and backs off, going straight into the main as well. Oh, finding another tank, but he hasn't actually dealt with this drop yet. Losing
yeah,
all
he's
the
losing
drones.
all of his drones. He hasn't even reacted at all. Even going to lose more drones as they transfer over here.
Yeah. Needs to be careful. Ling's coming in and one Muta. I don't think it's enough. There we go. There's the rest of the Mutas to help
Oh
him
no,
out.
Muta's running into turrets and Marines at the top right. Oh, the carnage. You guys didn't get a shot of it, but about 8 Mutas just flew over. Oh, like it was
why
just
are
like
there
this.
Overlords there?
It was just like this, man.
Why? Why?
Why? Well, it was a bad rally, that's why. But he actually didn't get supply captures at 154 to 154. It's like the Goldilocks overlords, man. Everything's just right. And Muta's forcing this command center away. There was another bird certainly there. Lucira doing a great job of that.
There we go.
Does lose the... well, I don't know why all his Marine stim there, but... It's alright. He does take out the Zergling there.
Lucira falling behind a little bit in the supply now. He's got to find some way to deal with these expansions up top. He's only on 4 bases himself. Looks like he's going to be going to borrowing a lot of
I
Banelings
think
around the
he's
place.
going to try to kill the SCVs at this expansion with Banelings. Or, well, he's got them set around the map. He hasn't burrowed them, though.
Gotta borrow them quick before they're seen by the Selnaga tower.
Yeah, those SCVs just transferring over to the 4th base up top.
Yep.
These Banelings have been seen now by the Zelnaga watchtower in the middle of the map.
More upgrades coming through here for Lucira as well. +2 attack and +2 air attack. More mutas coming out. Oh,
the Banelings have been seen now.
No, too close.
That's a scan, though. A scan for 2 Banelings is a pretty good trade. There wasn't any creep that he lost.
He's going
there.
straight back for that cliff by the looks of it with his position here, but with his creep going further now, he's a lot of Banelings on the way, and if you can catch him before he gets all these siege tanks done up, like looks like he's about to go right now onto this. Could be a great spot.
Yeah, but Lucira is ready, targeting down these siege tanks right away, forcing a stem, backs away.
Dropship coming into the natural here to drop units to get vision as well. Coming in from the back to get another tank. He's just losing tanks left, right, and center here. So many Banelings being morphed. He's pulling all his drones from his natural. I think there's just too many mutas. They're going to take down these Marines pretty well. It loses a Queen, though.
Yeah, those Marines did a lot of damage, but Lucira just able to deal with this quite well. I think if he engages this right and cleans up half of Top's army with his entire army,
There he goes.
as he's doing now, it's going to put him in a good spot.
Oh, he's coming into the Marines that were completely cornered there. Cleans up this entire army, but the reinforcements for Top stop dead in their tracks in the middle. I think they're just waiting.
This is actually looking really bad for Top because he's fighting against the whole army of Lucira with parts of his army. Although that...
Oh, needs to be careful with these Banelings, though.
Yeah, that kind of indecisiveness is not what I like to see. Top able to clean up those Banelings pretty easily just because Lucira didn't go for it. And again, Muta's flying over Marines.
And the drop was actually cleaned up at the 6 o'clock while we were looking at all that as well. But he needs to be careful. The tank's at the back again. Here we go, Link's coming forward. There's a lot of Marines here that siege tanks go up. Is he going to be able to have enough? I don't think he does.
Yeah, I think Top is going to clean this up. Lucira is in trouble.
A lot of these Marines are actually really low health, though.
Yeah, his supply is plummeting for Lucira, though, and these Marines are slowly getting healed by these medevacs. They're not quite like the Marines we saw last game.
Oh, losing a lot of those Links there, but he is going to go straight over these Banelings.
Oh!
There we go.
Small victory there for Lucira. He's still in a tough spot, though.
Yeah.
Although he is going to clean up these medevacs quite easily.
He's cleaning up these Marines a little bit at a time.
He has +2 weapons. That's why he cleans up these tanks so quickly.
Yeah.
Using the terrain to his advantage. Has to watch out for that Thor, though.
Now that the Thor's there, it's going to be very difficult for him, but if he comes in at the right angles, like last time, he just cornered those Marines under that tree at the left and couldn't do anything about it. More Banelings being morphed as well, but he is still 20 supply down.
Indeed he is. 6 Banelings morphing in here. It's a lot less than usual. He just doesn't have a lot of money left on stable.
We actually do have Lings coming into the 3rd base here for Top. At the same time, he's picking up the reinforcements in the middle of the map. Oh! Losing a few Banelings.
Yeah, it doesn't want to use those Banelings on those tanks. I think what would be smart for Lucira to do right now would be to just let this lair go. He's losing a lot of units trying to defend
actually, no, he's going to go for it. Lings coming in straight onto those tanks.
Yeah, and Baneling's going right on top of the Thor. I think this is going to be game for Lucira.
Yeah, he just couldn't clean up these Marines.
That's just, like, losing the lair is okay because he already has all the tech he needs, and he could have just remade a lair. It's not that expensive, but losing your entire army, trying to attack an extremely defended position is not a good idea. I would have liked to see him counterattack instead.
There's more command centers down here as well.
Building armor being researched, high-sec auto-tracking being researched.
Yeah.
Top knows he's got a lead. Look at all these Marines.
They also have +3. Yeah, +3. A vehicle attack almost done as well.
Yep, this is not looking good. GG. We are going to have a 3rd game.
Yep. Fully upgraded Marines hurt, man.
It's like when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. That is what these two players are like, man. It's like Batman and Joker. Who's the Joker though, and who's the Batman in this? I just don't know. They're both Jokers and Batmans.
All right, so what's the final map going to be here, Wolf?
It is going to be Crevasse.
Interesting last map. Because I believe that's Cezanne in there in the booth.
Yeah, I think it was. I couldn't quite see.
But I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's a tough spot to be in for both of them. One game away from being dropped out. The winner, of course, will move on to the round of 8 for Codes. But they've shown different styles, and each one's got their advantages and disadvantages. But going into Crevasse changes everything because of this specific map. This map is the only one that could change a whole part of this gameplay.
Yeah. Remember, guys, Crevasse is a map where you can basically take a free backdoor expansion. Think Delta Quadrant, except there's no rocks there, and there's only one gas, and it's a rich gas, and it's a really big map. It's not a bad map. That is just kind of how the difference between Delta Quadrant and Crevasse is. Otherwise, it's exactly the same. Well, plus there's 4 Zelnanga watchtowers in the middle. The tile set's a little different. Yeah, otherwise it's pretty similar.
So not similar at all, pretty much.
Yeah, it's actually like the opposite of Delta Quadrant. Delta Quadrant was a map I liked at first, but as time went on, I started to realize. Well, yeah. As time went on, I started to realize it's because I play Protoss.
Yeah, like we're saying, Crevasse up next. Final set between these two. Who will take it out? Lucira or top? We'll find out because the countdown started, Wolf.
Yeah, the Korean observer I see him in chat typed go, 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 go. And we are going to go, 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 go here at the GSL. I am so excited for this match. Everything comes down to this. Lucira Wink going on. Top giving the sigh of, I don't know, he blew some wind there. He's asking for the wind's advice here. And hope, all right, who's going to take it out? Will it be Top or will it be Lucira? Only one can advance to the round of 8 here at the GSL Codes.